Hello, everyone. My name is Marian with DTM Real Talk Channel. It's the channel that you can tune into, have the ability to listen to the thoughts of others about topics all over the world that touch every one of our lives. Everybody goes through basically the same thing. There is nothing new under the sun. So if you're going through, someone else has already been there. Maybe you can find hope. Maybe it's a pathway that can set you on the right road just by tuning in. So DTM Real Talk, just keeping it real. And if you like it, like us at the bottom, subscribe, and let us know just how we helped you. Just keeping it real. Nothing but love. Good evening, good morning, good noon, and good night. Welcome to DTM Real Talk, and we're just keeping it real. Y'all, it's chilly and cold. I hope you guys are having a good day. Truly, I am just a little chilly. Well, on last week, we were supposed to answer a question. Can you train or teach a person how to become a giraffe? Better yet, it was mindset. But let me just do this. If this is your first time chiming in, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you have a story, please reach out to me at DTM Real Talk. We would love to hear your story. So back to what I was saying. My cousin asked a question, is it possible to train a person to have a giraffe mindset versus a turtle? And the answer is yes. But I thought instead of doing a whole clip on it, I did a clip last year, I believe it was. And so I believe that this will give you a clearer insight on the mindset of a giraffe versus the mindset of a turtle. So take a listen. The first time I was introduced to residual, well, we know about salary, that's a job, okay? And it's okay, jobs are wonderful, great, they're just not for me, okay? And I told God, I said, Lord, I don't never want to go back to a job, but I will because I can, but that's not my desire. A job is trading time for dollars. If I don't go, everything depends on that person that hires me. You see, everything would depend on them. Let me just say this. Robert Kiyosaki talks about the cash flow quadrant. Look it up. You know, don't take my word for it. Look it up. And he talks about that. And I wish I had to be able to explain it, but I'll try my best. The first time I was introduced to residual income was with Amway. And I know you guys, that's a long time ago. It was a network marketing company that taught you how to just exchange who you were buying your products from and make money at the same time. So if you were buying your products from Walmart, you're buying your toothpaste and all those things, your toothpaste and your hair products from Walmart. Now you're going to buy them from Amway. You're buying them from Walmart, you're giving Walmart the money and they're making it. So if you buy them from Amway, which were a distributor, which I was a distributor for, then I would buy my own products, but I'd make money off my own products too. And everybody else that I would get to purchase their products from me, from Amway, right? Then I would make money off of that. And if they did the same thing, they would make money too. But as long as we stayed at Walmart, right? Then Walmart's making the money. Okay. So the residual income, that was my first experience with residual income. And it would come every single month because it didn't matter if I was sleeping or not, but it was good when I was asleep, right? It was going to come anyway because those people would continue to buy those products. That's an example of residual income. Let me give you another example of residual income. Insurance. I've been in insurance 20 something years. So any insurance that you ever purchase, guys, listen, you sit down and you talk to that person one time and you explain to them the importance of protecting themselves and their family. Okay. And they say yes. And you write them a policy or whatever, car, life, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Every time you make a payment, that person will get paid. Now, if it takes 6 months, 12 months, I don't know, different contracts, but every time you make a payment, that person gets paid. Maybe they get paid a penny. I don't know. Maybe they get paid a dime. Maybe they get paid 20 cents. I don't know. But every time they make a payment, you get paid. That is residual income, something you do over and over and over again. I believe, this is just me, I believe everybody should have residual income in some way. That's a stream of income. We know about earned income. That's your salary. The second one is residual. Something that if you would have had residual income during the time of Hurricane Katrina or even COVID, you would have been in a better place financially, because whether you went to work or not, that income would continue to come in. That makes sense? I hope do. So your portfolio income, that's money from an investment, okay? We refer to that as capital gains, like trading assets, like stocks, like bonds, like buying real estate, like a car, selling assets. Those are things like that. And we won't talk about tax implications. Then you have your passive income. Passive income is generated from your own assets, from assets that you own and you're not actively working, like real estate, like rental income, like that. So that person is in that house and they're paying you rent, whether you wake up in the morning or go get coffee or not, they got to pay that rent. They have to pay the rent. So that comes to you. That's passive income. And so I just feel like it'd be nice for everybody to have passive income, because, we wouldn't be in a rough situation in a time of an emergency, and so that's passive income. You can create a book or ebook or something like that. That's passive income. That's something that you're going to get whether you get up out of the bed or not. I'm talking about multiple streams of income. That's what I was asked to talk about, y'all. So we said salary, we said residual, we said passive, right? Now let's just share. I'm going to share with you a little bit of this and I'm going to hop off a little bit to encourage you to get Robert Kiyosaki's book or his lesson on the cash flow quadrant. Now, what it is, it's like, okay, the first, I don't have a screen that I could draw it for you all, so you're gonna have to follow my hands. So on the left-hand side, you have the employed, that's the person working the job, and underneath that, you have the self-employed. On the right side, you have the business and an investor. So this is the quadrant, right? Most of the people looking at this video are employed on the left side. The objective, YouTube land, I was about to say boys and girls again. The objective is to go from employed to self-employed, okay? Employed is you working for somebody. Self-employed is you working for yourself. Now, it's not the apex, but it's a little better than employed, okay? I tell you, I was self-employed for a very long, employed, that's wrong, self-employed for a very long time. And when Katrina hit, check this out. I was building an insurance agency when Katrina hit. And I lost everything that had to do with that. And I had to end up going to a job because the self-employment income that I had wasn't stable yet. It was in the process of being stabilized when Hurricane Katrina hit. So I ended up in Dallas. Now, how many jobs I can have, I can't tell you. It's been that many, because I don't like jobs, but I can do them. Everybody different. Y'all know that. But anyway, and I do well with them. I never got fired. I excel in every job I ever had. That's the Lord. But I don't like jobs. So anyway, I ended up having to go to a temp service. I'm sure you guys know what that is, a temporary service. I went to a temporary service, and the guy that they sent me to a place to go to, it was a call center. And I do very well. God has blessed me to be able to talk. And if I know the product and I believe in it, I probably can sell it. Or I could tell you about it. So I went to this place, and it was in Dallas, Texas. I went there, and the guy was 35 years old, and he was building a call center, and we were selling computers, to be exact. And I didn't even know how to turn a computer on hardly at that time. But anyway, I understood that everybody needed a computer or wanted one, and they, for some reason, didn't get it. But anyway, they were advertising on television, and the call center would take these calls and try to sell the individual the computer packet that they saw advertised. Well, I was in the training. I want you to know that I did very well in insurance, and I wasn't used to working 40 hours a week to make $600 a week to earn that. That's $600 a week for 40 hours. That's it's $15 an hour. That's $600 a week. That's $31,000 a year. Did y'all hear me? So I want to tell you that God has a way of humbling his children. And I was one of his children, boys and girls. I mean, YouTube land. And I thought I was too high to go back to a job. That's why I told the Lord, I'll do anything you say. I said I would never go back to a job. And I went back to a job and I worked it. I want you to know I excelled at it. So much so until the owner says, Marian, your sales are incredible. Would you train the people? And I said, yes, because that's what I do. That's a gift. And I went from the $15 an hour, or better get the $31,000 a year to 52. I said, I'll train them, but you got to do this, So I went from 31 to 52,000 a year. And from 52, long story short, to 73,000 a year at a job. God gave me favor with the owner and things were done well. I trained well. I ended up training people overseas for the call center. But I'm telling you this for a reason. I love that job, that salaried job. But I couldn't go and come as I pleased because I worked for that 35-year-old. He paid me well. I didn't like that. I didn't like that feeling. And I said, Lord, is this what you want me to do? Because I'll stay here. I was willing to surrender if that's what he wanted me to do. I want you to know the Lord answered me real quick. That company closed down. So I went back to selling insurance. And then, well, actually, I started selling insurance 20-something years ago. Today, I educate. I educate people so that they can know and have the right information to make the best choice. So I don't sell insurance anymore. I educate. So anyway, I went from that working for an individual. So when you earn income, you work for that individual when you're employed. Okay. When you work for yourself, unfortunately, the self-employed doesn't have a job. He is the business. He is the job. So we're a little bit better off, I would say, in time freedom because I get to manage my own time and I kind of get to do my own schedule, but I have to look in the mirror at the person in the mirror in the morning and tell them, now you got to go to work today. Okay. You can't stay home. And so that's what I have to do. So I became self-employed and been self-employed ever since. But my objective, guys, was to move from the employed to the self-employed and move over to the right side of the quadrant to the business owner. Well, who is the business owner? And finally, the investor. Who is the business owner? The business owner is the person that can get things done for them. They love systems. That's me. I love systems. Yes, I do. Let's go over this. The employee, what's important to him is job security, y'all. Benefits, paychecks. That's more important to him. That's more important to a person that has a job. And if anybody disagrees with me, let me know. The person that's a self-employed person are freelancers. That's me. They are hard workers. They're their own boss. They have their own time freedom. And the highest priority for people like me is my independence. That's my highest priority. Okay. Now, the business owner, the highest priority for him or her is to get a system to do it for them. I'm on my way, y'all. I have a little bit of business owner in me because I got a system working. And lastly, the investor. That person creates their own financial freedom. That's number one on their priority list. They already have a substantial amount of money. That is not me. I'm on my way. But their desire is to make more than what they have. That is not me. I'm on my way. I need what I have. But I do have multiple streams of income that I have implemented to bring glory and honor to God. I hope that helped. Again, a person that desires to think differently, to be different, all you have to do is change your mindset. That's it. And if you want to become a giraffe in your mind, in your thinking, you have to know why. You have to know your why. You have to know why that's important to you. You have to educate yourself about what it is you want to do and decide. You have to have discipline once you decide. And what you need to know is to expect failure. That's one thing my mom and my dad always taught us. Failure is not an option, but champions are those that master failure and get back up again. So, with that said, this is DTM Real Talk, and we're just doing what? Keeping it real. We'll see y'all next week. Thanks for watching DTM Real Talk. Be sure to join us for more conversation. And oh yeah, don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe while you're there.